Hi there and welcome back to our channel. Today we're bringing you a piece of breaking news from Globe magazine. Is the royal feud between Meghan and Harry and Kate Middleton and Prince William about to end? How will William and Kate be expected to behave with Meghan and Harry in public, now that revelations about their strained relationship have been released in the book Finding Freedom? Was their behavior at the Commonwealth service a clue? If and when at a public event with the duplicitous duo, Meghan and Harry, William and Catherine would be cordial, yet keeping contact with Harry and Meghan to a minimum. William and Catherine understand they may have to put up with Harry and Meghan for appearance sake, as it would be good practice for the future. Who knows, in the future as king, William and Catherine may have to put up the same front with a head of state that they don't particularly care for. When Harry does go back to England, I truly hope it's to try to repair the damage he himself caused. Hopefully, he will be humble himself and admit that he was wrong and wants the relationship with the royal family to be less strained. Harry has to realize as long as he's married to Meghan, there will be stress. I sincerely believe that with Harry and Archie going to visit the royal family, much can be repaired as long as Harry will listen to his grandparents, father and brother about how he has hurt them so much by not putting Meghan in check. If he doesn't, then I believe he is as wrong and vile as his wife. I hope he's putting his paternal family long enough that the spell Meghan has put on him weakens, so he does see and finally tells Meghan where she can go. This is a very big if. I really have a super hard time seeing Meghan going back to England at all. She's basically totally trashed the whole royal family, not just William and Catherine. For Meghan to show up on her own, it would have to be for something which she thinks is to her benefit, that would feed her never-ending, insatiable ego. As for the Commonwealth service, the service itself is a solemn event, other than the barely to non-existent acknowledgement between the Cambridges and Sussexes. I would not say anything appeared out of the ordinary, except for that Cheshire cat smirk smile on Meghan's face every time she was looking for the camera. Otherwise, William and Catherine have nothing to apologize for. They have not openly said or done anything disparaging to Harry or Meghan. Harry and Meghan have done and continue to do so. They should be the ones to hang their heads in shame. And Harry, if Harry returns to the UK in any capacity at all, including as husband to Meghan, he will be welcomed by the family. They will kiss and hug in the way they've always done. They will invite him to stay, have him over for meals. It will be almost like the old times. But there will be an undeniable wedge between them. Meghan and their joint behavior has made sure of that. And it will take time to disappear. Whether it ever goes away completely, that's another matter, I suspect. But if Harry returns on his own and wants to take up his royal role with the royal family, then in time, we may get the old Harry back. In public, William and Kate will behave impeccably. In public, so will Harry. Behind closed doors, the explaining will take place. And in time, if Harry returns to live in the UK, normal service will resume. Plus, Meghan Markle is trying hard to be somebody, but the way she goes about it is so crass. Harry is now only a shadow of what he once was. I do not know how these two expect to gain respect. They are not role models. He could have been a better role model, but not with Meghan Markle. She's just too self-absorbed for that. Another royal expert expressed this opinion. Prince Harry will likely have numerous apologies to make and acknowledge that he made a mistake. Hopefully, he can put his pride aside and accept that he should have heeded the advice of his family and friends with regard to marrying Meghan Markle. Family is family, and I believe that while humility and numerous apologies will be necessary, they still love him. We are all human, and we are capable of making mistakes, some bigger than others. I do believe Prince Harry should have never allowed his family's name and reputation to be dragged through the mud. They have demonstrated utter disrespect for the royal family. I married a narc and divorced them too. While I'm not qualified to diagnose Meghan Markle, she exhibits those all too familiar traits. They are cunning, and while the love bombing makes place so easily to be sucked into their web. Once Mr. Hyde appears, along with the abuse and gaslighting, one begins to question what the heck you got yourself into. I don't know what Prince Harry is feeling or dealing with right now. He doesn't appear well or happy. While his treatment of his family is awful, I think he needs counseling and to give some thought to what he wants his life to be for him and for Archie. As it is now, it doesn't appear to be happy or fulfilling. Even now, we're talking about Harry as if he were still the old Harry, that child that everyone took to their hearts even before Diana's death. We're still looking for that old Harry to return, to rise like the phoenix from the ashes of this self-made funeral pyre. Even now, we don't want to acknowledge that we were all taken in by our superimposed image of Harry. Harry was never, ever what we thought he should be. His widely known quick, nasty temper, his tendencies to be arrogant, self-entitled, stubborn, to be vulgar and superior. All these have just been thrust down our collective throats, and we didn't notice them before because we adored him. We have no idea exactly how different his environment and upbringing are from our own pedestrian lives. Check this out. Harry was waited on, hand and foot, his clothing selected, purchased, and cared for by attendants. He may have requested items, but I sincerely doubt he went shopping for himself on a regular basis. Formal wear, whether civilian or military, was always just there. He only had to be measured. Footwear, most likely handmade for him with the odd pair of sports shoes. Athletic wear, there for him to don. Horses, not cared for by him, handed to him when he needed them. And food, prepared by the kitchen to his tastes. Buy food? I don't think so, unless he made a very special effort. What about his service in the military? He had a security team to babysit him, to keep him out of danger, and to keep him from endangering everyone else. Some who served with him are beginning to speak unflatteringly about him. They saw him, they dealt with him, and he wasn't a paragon of a soldier. Money? What would he have to buy? With what? He would request it and it just appeared. Was he ever subject to a budget like we are? His entire existence is so profoundly alien to our own, it's almost incomprehensible. His public persona is or was the result of years of training. How to properly behave in any given situation, manners, etiquette, proper speech, what fork to use, what type of glassware. 24 hours a day for years has given him the veneer of civility required of a royal. But it was all veneer after all, wasn't it? After 3 years, the veneer is gone. The pampered one is now an alien in an alien world without a single tool to help him navigate reality as we know it. No one waits on him now, not like before. No valets to help select the day's clothes. No personal attendant to help make certain his clothing is appropriate for the event. No one ensuring his personal grooming. No one cooking for him when he doesn't have the urge to cook. And money? He's never had to budget before. That's a strange new experience. From the way he and his wife are spending money, they obviously feel the well will never run dry. The Duchy of Cornwall is now feeling the pinch of COVID-19. Commercial ventures are being hit hard. Investments, the same. The rents will be down considerably as the tenants are suffering financial crisis. Charles isn't going to turn anyone out. What a headline that would generate. The well is running dry. How badly the finances of the duchy will suffer will not be known for at least 2 years. But one thing's for certain, Prince Charles will have to make hard decisions, and soon. An excellent overview of the Duchy of Cornwall, Prince Charles, and the financial difficulties expected from the pandemic is in the Daily Mail. Yes, it's maligned, but it does have a lot of straight journalism. Now it's your turn. What do you think about the relationship between them? Please let us know in the comment section below. Remember to like and share our videos with your followers. And as always, subscribe to our channel for all the latest news on the royal family right here. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.